Like the one where it's a dude for some odd reason in front of like 1,000 iPhones, and it's like Nick Cannon FaceTiming his kids.
Damn.
Like that shit is funny.
Big Boy's neighborhood, Nick Cannon in the neighborhood. So Nick, for real, for false, for false. Okay. Alrighty. I'm gonna ask you a question. If it's for real, just say, oh, that's for real, for real. Okay. If it's something where it's like, nah, that's not real. That's
and I don't have to elaborate?
Yes, you will have to elaborate. Alrighty. He started playing music at age 8 after his grandfather gave him instruments as a gift.
For real, for real.
See how easy that was?
Yeah, my grandfather passed when I was 8, and he was the minister of music at the church. So he had everything. Like he was an amazing clarinet and flute player, and so I knew nothing about music until he left me all of those instruments.
He received his first taste of fame via a local cable show where he performed comedy stand-up, and he was only 11 years of age. For real, for real.
My dad was a public access minister. He was trying to be like Fred Price and all of them, but on a low level.
Where you had to pay for your show?
Yeah. The number had to say, please donate to us.
Hey, man, you ever seen Reverend X?
Yeah.
From back in the days when he be popping and like talking about Tupac.
What happened to that dude?
Man, I got to show you him now. He on social media.
Oh,
he done cut the ponytail off. He old and he listened to these crazy messages.
Oh, I need to see it because he was out there like
popping,
and sea walking the Tupac, and they calling this is black, but fuck,
he was like, bitch, I'm like, excuse me,
the Lord loves you, motherfucker.
Yeah, excuse me, Reverend X. You know what I'm saying? Will Smith gave him his first record and TV deal.
For real, for real.
Damn.
Yeah, that was he signed me to Overbrook. That was in the late '90s, and then I had a show I pitched him when I was 17 called Loose Cannon. It was pretty much like the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, but it was me in the military school. And he was like, I love it. And he got me a deal, a 6-episode commitment at the WB.
Hey, man, the show didn't go, though, huh?
Nah, we shot it and everything.
Hey, man, at 17 with Will Smith, do you think, like, this is it?
I bought, with my first check, I bought a Range Rover. And because he had a Range Rover. He's like, dude, don't do that. You don't know what's going to happen. He's like,
man,
I'm the biggest movie star in the world. Like, you going to spend all your money on this Range Rover. Like, we got a 6-episode commitment. We good. We coming on after Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, that's 17 years old.
Yeah. Like, and we were set up. Same EP, Bentley Kyle Evans. So he was like, he was going to do Jamie's show and my show. And the WB switched up and they started making, Dawson's Creek and Smallville and shit like that. And I was like, what? I thought I was coming off.
You couldn't do Small Cannon?
Yeah, I should have. But and one of the greatest lessons I ever learned, I thought I was set.
I can imagine,
Will
bro.
Smith, Billy Kyle Evans, 6-episode commitment. I'm the next one.
Yeah.
Shot one, and the new people came in and shifted the whole network.
At 17, he became the youngest staff writer in television history.
For real.
Damn.
What was that for?
So I started off doing warm-up for all the Nickelodeon shows.
Right.
So I was in the audience, or entertaining the audience for Kenan Kel, the Amanda Show, all that. And
how old are you at that time?
I was 16 then.
Wow.
So then they would be like, yo, the kid that's been making us laugh for 4 hours is more entertaining than the episodes.
Then Kenan and Kel.
Not them, but the
that's what you're
storyline.
saying.
That's not what I'm saying.
So what's your beef with Kenan and Kel?
Here you go. I love them both. Those are my brothers. But no, at that time, they were like.
You hated them.
At the time, big.
You didn't think they were
They
that
thought
talented.
I had the voice of the youth, so they said.
And they didn't.
Yes. Kenan is the one who gave me the opportunity to
why
write.
are you disrespecting him now?
Here you go.
Weren't you talking about SNL?
I actually really love those people and talk to them every day so they understand. Yeah, here you go.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yes, but they gave me the opportunity to write, for all that and Kenan and Kel. And that because Kenan and Kel allowed it to happen, they were like, yo, he knows the voice of us. He should be in the writer's room. So
and how old are you at that time?
So 17 is when I wrote.
Jesus
Me,
Christ.
Kenan, and a couple other people were writing episodes, and then I got a chance to write on all that and all of that stuff.
Hey, man, his spirit animal is a lion.
Yeah, that's for real. I got lion tatted on me and all that. Like, some people think it's a rabbit because how fertile I am, but I'm going to go with
right.
I'm going to go with lion. I always love lions.
If he weren't an actor, comedian, musician, sous chef, host, director, DJ, martial arts instructor, entrepreneur, philanthropist, volleyball coach, baby making machine,
Come on, man.
Children's book author, he said that he'll be an astronaut.
Nah, that's False for false.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What is it for fake?
For false for false.
Yeah,
nah, still working title.
Yeah. It's hard to say.
That's what Natalia and Jason said. I'm just trying to hold on to it.
Yeah.
I'm really just trying to prove them wrong.
Yeah.
You know, Ray Shrimmer made you learn their name.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if you can say Ray Shrimmer, you can say for real, false.
You're right. You're right.
You know?
But yeah, that I don't.
This is my mass singer.
Oh yeah, right.
This is my mass singer.
This is my masterpiece. You know what I'm saying?
I understand.
Yeah.
It's working.
Yeah.
It's developing. I get it.
It's working. Nick, just let me have this.
Yeah, you got it.
You know what I'm saying? You got
The
everything
working
else.
title.
You know. Hey, Nick, what do you think you failed at?
That's why now I'm about to be in therapy. Yesterday I was talking to my therapist and I told him I feel like I failed out at marriage. Oh. And it's your fault.
You need to, that anger that you have, that displacement, you need to own up to. You need to.
You're right.
Call your therapist.
You're right.
Yeah, man, you got to own
honestly,
that.
We
because
joking.
I got to feel a certain way that I did do that. So let me deal with mine.
That my therapist told me I didn't fail, but I felt like that for a long time. That was
do
my
you
biggest
think
failure.
that Nick Cannon will ever be married?
No.
Really?
Nah, man, because that was heavy. Like, and I feel like I lost myself in not only in the process, but even in not being like trying to find myself again. I don't have enough time to do that again.
Really? Yeah.
And it's like because what I believe and what I find beautiful when people do get married, it's like they struggle together and they build something amazing. I ain't got to struggle no more. So like now I don't necessarily trust anybody that would come in my life.
Gotcha.
Because they don't know me before all of this. And so I don't desire anything from anyone else because I'm very content in who I am and I'm working on myself. So then the marriage wouldn't be equally yoked as the Bible teaches. Like I'm never going to meet somebody unless somebody from my past.
Right.
Again, which may happen. I may be 60 years old and somebody that knew me from back in the hood or whatever that was always there and like, oh, I never thought about this. But right now, I know I could never meet someone brand new and say, I want to give you half my shit.
Everyone understands that? Like,
yeah. Why? Because when you explain it like that, like, why would I give you half my shit? What you giving me?
But all your heart.
Right. But like, and especially in the dynamic that is set up now, because you're going to piss a whole bunch of other people off. Specifically my children. Because anybody that comes into my life now, like, you want me to put my children second fiddle to you?
Yeah. And knowing you and what kind of dad just knowing you.
Yeah.
You're not going to put your kids second and third and fourth. And because you got a gang of kids, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah, like that. Nobody's looking to.
He was like, Big, you're corny.
Yeah. I do this joke every day, Big.
Yeah, he was like, just like when I used to be 500 pounds.
Right.
And people now, they be like, man, we got to call you little boy. I'm like, I never heard that.
Never heard that one.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
Say it to me every time I see him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Do you see the memes?
Oh, yeah, I see everything. I created half of them.
He wrote all that stuff on Wildin' Out about himself.
Yeah. Which ones do you actually like made you laugh?
Like the one where it's a dude, for some odd reason, he's in front of like 1,000 iPhones, and it's like Nick Cannon FaceTiming his kids.
Damn.
Like, that shit is funny. Or the one there is like what the world's going to look like in 2050, and it's just a bunch of variations of me, like with wigs on and like there's like it's a National Geographic. Like, that shit was funny.
Hey, man, like, I don't really look at social media. So, dude, is that something that you gotta have now with today's climate because you're doing so much?
I got a thicker skin than most.
Right,
because,
yeah, you do.
Because even like stuff like Wildin' Out, and it's just
I don't fire people from Wildin' Out.
Yeah, like
that's why even with Wildin' Out now, like I did Wildin' Out, right? And I think I even got more thin skin now.
Right.
I come on and be like, yeah, B, you got that knot in the back of your head. I'm out of here. I'm out of here, man.
See, I think because my humor has always been in the space of self-deprecation. Like, I make fun of myself. That's always been my stand-up routine. So it never. And the same thing with like Kevin. Like he's not offended by short jokes because he makes short jokes. Right. I was never offended by skinny jokes or those are the jokes that I make. So I think social media. Like, I grew up with Kevin and Cat and Dave Chappelle. Yeah. Like, you ain't gonna say nothing funnier about my life than they will. So,
Nick Cannon, thank you, my brother.
Appreciate you.
Wish you nothing but the best, man.
Likewise.
Thank you for sitting down, man.
Thank you for allowing me to come back.
There it is. What are you talking about, man?
I can get my iHeart office back now.
Yeah, of course you can. Might as well. Nobody else is here. After the pandemic, man, people are like, oh, I ain't coming back. Believe that, man. Nick Cannon in the neighborhood, Big Boy's neighborhood.
Boy.